Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to be talking about these these two pins, this pin here and the other one on the other side. You can see this is positive, negative, positive, negative. So this side, one side of it like this one is the battery temperature and the other side is the battery identity. Now sometimes there are certain phones that whenever you put when you on the phone is on, it's okay. But once you connect the charger, you are going to see a sign like a triangle that shows you are going to hear battery temperature too high or battery temperature too low. That's immediately when you connect the charger. After the phone is on, the phone is switched on. When you connect the charger, you're going to hear something like, or you're going to see something like battery temperature too high or battery temperature too low. And that is mostly caused by the thermistor, which is found on the downboard. And sometimes what you can do is to change the board. So when you change the board, the downboard, everything will be working. And this one, these two pins, this pin here for battery temperature, this pin is connected to the power IC. So the thermistor is connected to the power IC. The thermistor, the function of the thermistor is to control the temperature of the phone so that the phone should not overheat. So the thermistor regulates that temperature in order to prevent the phone to overheat. So if the temperature that thermistor is faulty, then it's going to give that sign. Immediately you connect the battery and then you on the phone, you are going to see the sign battery temperature too high or battery temperature too low. And now, here, if the thermistor is found inside the power manager IC, it's going to have other resistors. For example, if you see these resistors here, or in the other side, you see these resistors here, it's going to have other resistors that are outside, which sends feedback to the thermistor that is in the power manager IC. So it's like a jumper point. They're going to serve as a jumper point, which they're going to bring out that current from the battery from here, and then they are going to take it to the thermistor that is found in the power manager IC. Though in some case, if the phone is having battery temperature too high or too low, sometimes it may be the resistors that are bad. So for those who have schematic diagram, it's easy to identify this kind of problem. So it may be the resistors that are faulty. So you have to change them. Or sometimes it may be corrosion, or it may be an open circuit that has cut the connection between this point and those resistors. Or sometimes maybe the resistors that are lacking, as a result of water damage, maybe the resistors came out of the motherboard. So in other case, you have to replace them. In most cases, people who have schematic diagram can easily identify these kind of problems. Easily identify them. In other cases, it can be the battery itself. So because the thermistor, all those components, the resistors are also built inside the battery. So in other case, you can just change the battery and everything starts to work. And then this one here is the battery identity. The positive and the negative is the battery identity. So immediately you plug the battery. This one is connected. This one is the battery temperature is connected to the power manager IC and passes through the resistors. But this one, which is the battery identity, is connected directly to the CPU. It's connected directly to the CPU. So it identifies the battery if the battery is okay for the phone. That's why sometimes you might see problems like battery error, battery too cold, phone will soon go off. So these are the kind of problems that you can see from this side, this pin, the battery ID. So you see battery error. So in that case, the point is connected to the CPU. It's connected to the CPU. So the CPU identifies, give a signal that the battery is okay or is not okay for the phone. And so you have to change the battery if the battery is not okay for the phone. And sometimes it could still be some resistors that are connected that are carrying the current to the CPU, that are carrying the current to the CPU that are faulty, that are bad. So in that case, you have to locate them and change them. Locate them and change them. In most cases, it might be the battery itself. Simply change the battery and everything will be working. So that is the function of this pin and this one. This one, as we said, is the battery ID. It helps the CPU, this guy, which is the main controller of the phone, to identify the battery. If the battery is okay for the phone, then it's going to work. If it's not okay, it's not going to work. That's why sometimes when you connect your charger, you will not see if the phone is not if the battery is not okay, you will not see the charging sign on the phone. You will not see the charging sign because the CPU is responsible for showing that when you plug your charger, the CPU is going to show that sign which shows that it's okay, the phone is charging. If you don't see it sometimes, it may be because of you cannot identify the battery so as to charge it. So you should be checking from this guy or the battery itself or the resistors. If they are broken, they're not connecting to the CPU, then the CPU is not going to identify that battery. I hope everything I said is understood. Okay, if there's something you don't understand, you can message me on the comment section and I will reply. And if you see this point like this point, in some phones they are written. You see this point like this, you see battery temperature or negative NTC, negative temperature coefficient, or you see battery temperature. And this one you may see it in other phones. You may see it battery ID. It's written battery ID in the points. You can see the points written battery ID, but here it's not found. Okay, thanks and see you in the next video.